The cash revolution, unleashing hidden millions in your business. Welcome to the BlackCEO podcast, where we challenge conventional wisdom and unveil game-changing strategies for business success. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every aspect of your business, yet is often misunderstood and mismanaged. We're talking about cash collection, the lifeblood of your enterprise. But before we dive in, I want to introduce you to the brilliant mind behind the insights we'll be sharing today. Dee Bowden, a visionary in the world of financial management and cash collection. Dee isn't just an expert, she's a revolutionary. Her strategies have helped recover millions of dollars for government agencies, and she's on a mission to transform how businesses approach their cash flow. Dee's work isn't just about numbers, it's about empowering businesses to thrive, creating jobs, and ultimately making the world a better place through financial stability and growth. Now, buckle up, because what you're about to hear will challenge everything you thought you knew about collecting cash in your business. Prepare to have your mind blown. Imagine a world where collecting money owed to your business isn't a dreaded task, but a streamlined process that actually improves your relationships with customers. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly the world Dee Bowden has been creating, one business at a time. We often think that aggressive tactics and constant reminders are the best ways to collect cash. It's time to shatter that myth. What if I told you that the key to unlocking millions in recovered revenue lies in a completely different approach? An approach that not only gets you paid, but also strengthens your business relationships and sets you up for long-term success. This is where Dee Bowden's genius comes into play. Through years of experience and success in recovering millions for government agencies, she's developed what she calls the 4 keys to collect the cash. These aren't just theoretical concepts. They're practical, actionable strategies that have been proven to work time and time again. Now, you might be thinking, great, another set of business tips that sound good on paper but don't work in the real world. I get it, we've all been there. But stick with me, because what Dee has uncovered is truly revolutionary. The first key, and perhaps the most counterintuitive, is time management. Now, I know what you're thinking. Time management, really? That's the big secret? But hear me out. When it comes to collecting cash, time isn't just money, it's everything. Dee's research shows that after just 6 months of delay, only 50% of receivables are recovered. And here's the kicker. The time and energy needed to try and obtain that payment increases exponentially. This flies in the face of conventional wisdom. We often think that giving customers more time will increase the likelihood of payment. But the data tells a different story. The longer you wait, the less likely you are to see that money. It's a stark reminder that in the world of cash collection, procrastination is not just the thief of time, it's the thief of your hard-earned money. Let that sink in for a moment. Half of what you're owed gone in just 6 months. Can your business afford to write off 50% of its receivables? Can any business? This isn't just about collecting debt. It's about the very survival of your enterprise. But it's not just about acting quickly. It's about acting strategically. This brings us to the second key, adapting to the customer's organization. Now, this might sound like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many businesses fail to do this effectively. Think about it. How often have you sent an invoice only to have it lost in the labyrinth of a customer's accounting department, or had a payment delayed because it didn't meet some obscure requirement in their system? By taking the time to understand and adapt to your customer's organizational structure and processes, you can significantly improve your collection efficiency. This isn't just about knowing who to send the invoice to. It's about understanding their payment cycles, their approval processes, and even their internal politics. It's about becoming a partner in their financial process, not just another vendor demanding payment. Imagine the power of knowing exactly when your customer's accounting department processes payments, or understanding the specific format they need for purchase orders. This knowledge isn't just helpful, it's transformative. It turns you from a faceless creditor into a valued partner who makes their job easier. The third key is what Dee calls quality of accounts receivable management. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's not enough to send out invoices and hope for the best. You need to be proactively managing your accounts receivable on a daily basis. This means having systems in place to track payments, identify potential issues before they become problems, and resolve disputes quickly and efficiently. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. And let me tell you, the difference this can make to your cash flow is astounding. Think about it this way. Would you rather spend your time chasing down late payments or using that cash to grow your business? Quality accounts receivable management isn't just about getting paid. It's about freeing you to focus on what really matters, building your business. But here's where it gets really interesting. The fourth and final key is perhaps the most surprising of all: excellent relationships. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, I thought we were talking about collecting cash, not making friends. And you'd be right, to a point. You see, Dee has discovered that building strong relationships with customers and internal stakeholders, like sales teams, can unlock even the most difficult collection scenarios. It's not about being their best friend. It's about being a trusted partner, someone they want to pay, not just someone they have to pay. This approach turns the traditional model of cash collection on its head. Instead of seeing it as a confrontational process, it becomes a collaborative one, and the results speak for themselves. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? Well, let me share with you some real world examples that demonstrate the power of these principles in action. Let's start with a small business that was drowning in unpaid invoices and manual processes. Sound familiar? Now, I thought it might. This business was spending countless hours chasing payments, sending reminders, and trying to keep track of who owed what. It was a nightmare. But then they decided to implement these strategies, focusing particularly on leveraging technology to automate their invoicing and payment reminder systems. They set up a system that sent out invoices automatically, followed up with timely reminders, and even offered easy online payment options. The results? Nothing short of miraculous. They saw a 30% reduction in past due receivables and a 20% increase in cash flow. But it wasn't just about the numbers. By freeing up time and resources previously spent on manual collection efforts, they were able to invest more in growth opportunities. The owner went from spending sleepless nights worrying about cash flow to focusing on expanding the business. They hired new staff, launched new products, and saw their profits soar. But what about larger companies? Well, let me tell you about a corporation that was facing severe cash flow strain due to tight payment terms with vendors. They were constantly juggling payments, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and it was taking a toll on their ability to grow. Using these principles, they took a hard look at their vendor relationships. Instead of just accepting the terms given to them, they started negotiating. They leveraged their value as customers, offering incentives like early payment discounts in exchange for longer payment terms. The outcome? A 25% increase in cash flow and a 15% reduction in financial strain. This allowed them to better manage cash outflows and allocate resources more effectively. But more than that, it changed the nature of their vendor relationships. They went from adversarial to collaborative, working together to find terms that benefited both parties. But perhaps the most impressive example is that of a company that implemented what Dee calls a cash culture within their organization. They were facing challenges in collecting receivables, but the root of the problem wasn't their customers, it was their own employees. There was a lack of awareness among employees about the importance of timely payments. Sales teams were focused on closing deals, not ensuring those deals turned into cash. The accounting department was seen as the bad guys, always chasing money. So they decided to change the narrative. They educated their employees on the importance of cash collection. They involved sales teams in the process, showing them how their efforts to secure timely payments directly impacted the company's ability to invest in new products, hire more staff, and yes, pay better commissions. The results were staggering. They saw a 20% increase in cash collection rates and a 10% reduction in past due receivables. But the real magic was in the cultural shift. Employees started to see cash collection not as an accounting problem, but as a company wide responsibility. It fostered a sense of ownership and pride in the company's financial health. This didn't just improve their financial stability, it transformed their entire business. They were able to invest more in growth opportunities, improve employee benefits, and even start a profit sharing program, all because they changed how they thought about and managed cash collection. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, that's all well and good for other businesses, but my situation is different. And you're right, every business is unique, but that's the beauty of Dee's approach. These principles are flexible and adaptable to any business situation. The key is to start thinking about cash collection not as a necessary evil, but as an integral part of your business strategy. It's not just about getting paid. It's about building stronger relationships with your customers, improving your internal processes, and setting your business up for long-term success. So, Let me ask you this. How much time and energy are you currently spending chasing down late payments? How much stress is caused by inconsistent cash flow? Now imagine a world where that time and energy could be redirected towards growing your business, where your cash flow is predictable and reliable, where your customers see you as a valued partner, not just another creditor. That's the world Dee Bowden's 4 keys to collect the cash can create for you. But here's the catch. It requires a shift in mindset. It requires you to challenge your assumptions about how cash collection should work. It requires you to be proactive, strategic, and relationship focused. But the rewards, they're transformative, not just for your bottom line, but for your entire business ecosystem. You'll have happier customers, more engaged employees, and a more stable financial foundation to build upon. So here's my challenge to you. Take one of these keys, just one, and implement it in your business this week. Maybe it's setting up an automated reminder system for invoices. Maybe it's reaching out to your biggest customer to better understand their payment processes. Or maybe it's sitting down with your team to discuss how you can create a cash culture in your organization. Whatever it is, take that first step. Because here's the thing. In business, cash isn't just king, it's the lifeblood that keeps everything flowing. And with Dee Bowden strategies, you have the power to turn that lifeblood into a mighty river, propelling your business to new heights of success. Remember, it's not about working harder to collect cash, it's about working smarter. It's about building systems and relationships that make cash collection a natural, effortless part of your business operations. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Dee Bowden's approach to cash collection isn't just about improving your financial metrics. It's about transforming your entire approach to business. It's about seeing every interaction, every invoice, every payment as an opportunity to strengthen relationships and build long-term success. So I'll ask you one last time. How will you implement the 4 keys to collect the cash in your business today? How will you transform your cash collection processes and improve your financial stability? The choice is yours, but remember, in the world of business, cash flow is everything. And with these strategies, you have the power to take control of your cash flow like never before. Now it's time for action. I want you to pause for a moment and really think about what you've heard today. How can you apply these principles to your business? What's the one thing you can do right now to start transforming your cash collection process? Don't let this be just another interesting talk you've heard. Let this be the moment you decide to revolutionize your business, the moment you decide to take control of your cash flow and unleash the hidden millions in your business. Remember, every day you wait is another day of potential revenue slipping out through your fingers. Every moment of procrastination is a missed opportunity for growth. The time to act is now. So, what will you do? Will you continue with business as usual, struggling with cash flow and chasing payments? Or will you embrace this new approach, this cash revolution, and transform your business from the inside out? The power is in your hands. The knowledge is yours. Now, it's time to put it into action. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Take that first step. Implement that first key. Start your cash revolution today. Your future self, your business, and your bottom line will thank you. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. Now go out there and make it happen. The cash revolution starts with you.